Hi, I'm Frankie, and in this video, we're going to create an Azure AI agent. This Azure AI agent is going to have 4 important components added to it, and we're going to see them all work together. We're going to add instructions so that our agent is guided properly and acts the way we want it to. We're going to add file search, the capability that allow us to search documents that we upload, specifically JSON documents, and use those as context in its responses. We're going to add web search so that it can search the web and use recent information as context as well. We're also going to add code interpreter, which is another built-in tool in Microsoft Foundry that'll allow us to do math and give accurate calculations. And we'll also have memory, which will allow our agent to remember information like users' preferences and past chat conversations across conversations that it has. Now let's dive in. I'm in the Azure portal, looking at a resource group with my Microsoft Foundry resources within it. I have my Microsoft Foundry resource and my Microsoft Foundry project. Projects are within Microsoft Foundry resources whenever you create them within Microsoft Foundry. I also have some observability resources, my workspace for log analytics, and my application insights. These come alongside my Microsoft Foundry resources when I create them. When I go to ai.azure.com, we come to our home page for our project. If you need to switch projects, you can come to the top here and just select your other projects, recent projects, or view all projects to search them. We're already in our project, so let's take a look at building an agent now. We'll come up to our Build tab, and we're going to select that to build a new agent. We'll create a new agent, and we'll call this our Agent Gift Tracker. We'll create it and open it in the Agent Playground. At the top, we choose our model. I'm going to choose GPT-4o because it's a pretty powerful model. It's still pretty new and it has good capabilities without being too expensive. So it's a good standard model to use for what we're doing today. We have our system instructions. I have a set of instructions that have already pre-created to help our agent act the way we want it to. I'm going to take all these instructions. You can get all of the files that I'm using, the system prompt, and also the different JSON files we're about to upload using file search within the Azure Innovation Station online community for free. There's a link to join in the description. So I'll capture these instructions and I'll bring them over and add them for our agent. Then I'll save this. And now let's ask our agent, what can you do? What can you do? And it tells us what it's here to do. So based on the instructions, it tells us it's here for gift recommendation, to avoid repeats. It's going to share some additional information, but this is its goal. This is how we guide an agent to act like a specialized agent for its specific use case, right? It's very important that we come up with instructions that are going to help our agent achieve the goal we want it to. There's going to be many, many agents that we create as the AI era continues to expand, and we want to be specific in what we're asking our agents to do. That's what the instructions are there for, to start with that guidance. Now we have our instructions set. Now right now we just have web search. Web search comes out of the box and it allows us to search the web and use recent information on the web to get information to help us. So let's try that now, and we're just going to say, go ahead and search the web and find out what the weather is like in New York City today. So it searches the web to try to capture the recent information. It wouldn't be able to do this without web search, or it would just lie and hallucinate with some sort of random weather forecasting. But we can even see the references that it came up with. We could click these, and these are actual links and sources that it came up with when it started searching the web. So we know now that web search is working, and that's great. All right, let's add in code interpreter. So we're going to switch code interpreter on. We're going to save this, and now let's give this a try. Let's do something in math. Do a simple mathematical calculation about the difference between the high and the low that New York is experiencing with its weather. Use code interpreter to do the math. Give us a couple different mathematical equations that can analyze the weather. So I'm kind of just asking it to come up with some math things that it will do using Code Interpreter, and we're hoping to get something that's interesting at all. So we can see just temperature difference, the average temperature, just some random information, but it's using the same context in our conversation to do this. So this is all now proof of the usage of Code Interpreter within our agent that we're creating here. So that's great. Now we want to add some files. So this gift tracker agent is all about helping a user, a fictional user named Mason Stark, keep track of the gifts for his wife Andrea and his kids Joseph, Adam, and Mary. There are gift ideas that exist that he has already for his children and his wife. There's gift history for gifts that were already chosen and gotten for them and how that went, whether they liked it or not. And then there's profiles for all of his loved ones. These are all going to be uploaded using file search. So let's do that now and start querying some information on them. So I'm going to add file search and I'm going to bring in these files. I'll copy all these files over. We'll upload them. They were all uploaded successfully. Now we'll save this. And we'll start a new conversation. And we'll ask, tell me about Adam and his profile, his likes and his dislikes, and also what he got for Christmas last year. So this should use the file search tool to search and get us information on what Adam likes and dislikes based on his profile, that JSON file, and also the gift history file to see what he got last year. And we'll see references for those as well. So I can see the Adam profile that was listed here below, and also that gift history file that it's also referencing. So we can see that file search is also working to grab Adam's profile, the gift history. Now let's see all this come together. So let's say I want to research a new gift for Adam based on the things he likes and dislikes, and I want to plan to come up with some sort of gift that is not too expensive for him. Do research online for a gift for Adam based on what he likes and dislikes. Find something that's under $100 for his birthday and something under $50 for Christmas. Give me the options and I'll tell you which one I like the best. And then later we can talk about adding that to the idea list. All right, we see that it did some research here, looked online, tried to find some information that might be helpful. Let's say, the rock study kit, that could be interesting. So let me say, I really like the rock study kit for Christmas, and I really like the Tinker Crate for his birthday. Let's keep those in mind for the future. So I just made it clear what I really enjoyed from that list, but without a way to save or remember what these are, I'll always have to remind the agent every new conversation I have as to what is the things that I was thinking about. So let's add memory to our agent. Come down and in preview, we have memory. I'm going to create a new memory store. We now have a new memory store. Let's save our agent and we'll start a new conversation. And this time we'll say, tell me about what Joseph likes and dislikes, and tell me what he got for Christmas last year. We see the gift history and we see his profile selected. Do some research online using the web to find something for Joseph's birthday and for Christmas this year. Make the combined total under $100 and show your work using Code Interpreter. Try again. Looks like it's having an issue pulling the files. Sometimes it doesn't always work perfectly, but you just have to try and finick around with it sometimes. And there, that time it's able to pull the information, does some code with code interpreter, has some gift suggestions. Fantastic. So it shows that the total cost of these birthday and Christmas gift suggestions are under $100. We can see that it searched online. Now let's say I really liked the alchemist idea for Christmas and this 8-bit dough idea for his birthday. Keep these in mind for the future. And now we're hoping that this will remember using memory for our agent for our next conversation that we have, that we were talking about this 8-bit do and this Full Metal Jacket Alchemist hoodie for. And now, because we have memory, we'll expect our agent to remember this wireless controller and this Alchemist hoodie for our next conversation if we ask about Joseph. So I'm going to start a new conversation. So this is a fresh now context, but it does have a memory store. And so we're going to say, I really like a specific Christmas and birthday idea for Joseph. What were the 2 gift ideas? And we see that it came up with those 2 ideas from memory, that wireless controller and that Alchemist hoodie. So those were the 2 ideas, and this is all because it was called using the memory store for our Azure AI agent. So you've now seen an example of memory in use, web search in use, code interpreter in use, file search in use, all with our instructions for our Azure AI agent for this gift tracker agent. You can now deploy this Azure AI agent if you want to publish it. In the top right here, if you can publish it to an M365 Copilot agent, or you could use the endpoints to publish it to a backend service of some sort that's hosted that could interact with some sort of UI to make it fully deployed. Congratulations on building your first Azure AI agent. If this was helpful, please like the video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I answer every comment to help as many people as I can. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.